Hi, my name is Angela, and I wanted to go over doing funcmaps with the Go Echo framework. Just to kind of give a rundown of what I'm going to be going over, basically setting up some functions and then running them inside the HTML file. And so, how do you do that? Well, when you first go to the Echo website, you see those kind of render types, and basically you're trying to parse out let's say a folder of HTML files. And so how do you get this to interpret the functions inside the template file? Well, I made the functions here. It's just a gets a string, returns a string, adds two numbers, or gets two numbers, adds them together, and then returns the result. And what needs to be changed inside the server part, basically this part, basically tell it's almost exactly the same up to must, and what you're basically doing is adding these two parts, template.new, which is just giving the template a name, and then anonymous function to call the funcmap type, and you're just adding these in as if it's a handler with data, but you're doing it with functions. And so basically you're calling this, let me see if I can get a bit bigger. You're calling this as whatever you want. You know, you could do TT, whatever it is. But make sure if you do that, you change it inside the template what the name is. Same thing here. You know, you can change it to whatever it is. This part is calling the actual function names, which is what these are. And so just make sure this part is the same inside a template. And basically you have your functions registered. And so if we run it and we look, and there we go, it showed the text and then added two numbers. If you want to change this to whatever, want to change this to 45, we run it again, I hit refresh, and you notice I have to hit refresh because this gets interpreted on the back end on the server, so it's not something that can be dynamic or streamed or bi-directional or anything, so it's all pre-rendered. Personally, I like this because it's really organized. You can set it to certain templates, and instead of creating this big service, whatever another, you could import the file and do the same thing, which might be more organized in a certain sense, but the entry point would be here, which is nice, so that it's in the server part and it's out of the way. So you just go to your HTML files and call what you need. Maybe you have a bunch of utility functions for templating data, and this would be a nice way to deal with that. Maybe you have a function that splits up an array and looks for certain parts of it. It'd be nice on the different HTML to just call up that, and maybe if you even built components for the front end, that would be a really nice way to have the components interpret the data. So this is the way to have functions be interpreted into the HTML and how to register them. Hopefully it saves someone some time and everything. I'll put the repo inside the notes, and yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.